defenders and access to justice advocacy center. Our legal department, co-commerce and reviewers claim is the solution alive from the K. Allen Avenue branch. Have a case of false accusation reported by Obaseki, Grace against Atagamen Accuse. The both parties are live in our office. Please join us as we intervene for a peaceful resolution. Follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center. And you can visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng for other useful information. Thank you. Okay.
On the Monday afternoon, Atagamen Dora, my
Can
friend.
you speak up?
On Monday afternoon, Atagamen Dora, my friend, she called and she was and she buy me suya. How much? I said she buy me suya 3,000 naira. She said okay. Now she's on her way from me. I said okay. So hours later, she called me. I'm not at home or office. I said I'm in the office. She said, is anybody at home? I said no. He said okay. So she arrived at the office. We all welcomed her. We welcomed. We were happy. Hours later, we left. We went home. Let him home. We joke, we all went to different rooms to sleep. On Tuesday morning, we woke up, we all get ready to go to the office. My office is also on Rebel Road, so we all went to the office together. My younger sister also, once in a while, spend days in my house. So we get to the office, we are all together, anointed with the girl with the son of Dora, a close friend. So they're always playing. I keep shouting, go and read your book, go and read your book. So Dora being my friend, she's like, okay, I have time for reading, or dating them. Later I was like, okay, they're on break. I said, no, business is getting too much. A few hours later, we're about to close. So my younger sister who lives at Mango side, now says she's going. So Dora, my friend, says she's going to the market to buy lemon. So we all discussed about the lemon. And I said, please buy me wheat and I can't remember the second answer to, but I gave her money. So she wants to go with Miguel as son. I said, I have a son that is age mate of me. They'll be together. You need to be with me. He said, no.
The same day?
The same day, that Tuesday afternoon, straight evening. So at first she feel reluctant to leave Miguel, but later she now left him.
Girl or boy? I thought
Miguel. His name is Miguel.
I refer him to him or her.
Okay, so him. So and I said, okay, as we are going home, we'll take our baths, we fix ourselves before we come back. So I'm getting to the house, and I said, everybody, both of you to the bathroom. I start bringing out the things from the car. When I get in, I just met Miguel on the chair. Anointed was moving around, his book was scattered on the floor. I said, Anointed, I have to read your book. I said,
who is anointed?
My son, sorry. So I beat my son that, why are you not reading your book? Why did you scatter your book everywhere? Oh yeah, you should go to the bathroom now. And I went outside to put on generator, to put in the generator. Coming back, I met him, Miguel, in the bathroom. My son, Anointed, is on the bed crying because I beat him if I went out. Miguel, are you not taking your bath anymore? He said, soap. I said, okay. Do you want the liquid soap or tablet soap? He said, tablet soap. I said, okay. I gave him tablet soap. And I went to the kitchen to put rice on the fire. Coming back, he's still standing, not taking his bath. I said, are you not bathing? He said the soap fell down. That I couldn't pick it. I said, okay. At that point, I not pick it upon myself. Let me just bathe him once and for all. I pick up the soap. I put rock soap on his head, to his face. I wash it off. And as I raised your armpit up, he raised it up. I washed his armpit. So and I said, I'll wash your pee-pee. I took a pot of water and I poured to his pee-pee. I said, wash your pee-pee, and he washed. We finished bed and I said, oh, I take my son is still sitting down on my bed watching us in the bathroom. I gave him my towel because it's the big size. My son's towel is smaller. I wrapped him with my towel. I said, go to your mommy's room and look for something to wear. I continued my cooking in the kitchen. A few minutes later, my younger brother came in. Then after about maybe like 25 or 30 minutes, mom now came in, Dora. So they're inside their room. So now it was not telling that she couldn't find what she answered, what an answer to buy. So I followed her to the room. She was not cleaning the son's head before well, very well. I said, what happened? He said I'm not supposed to pour water on his head, that they have prayer, that the air was supposed to be very dry. I said, I'm sorry about that.
All this happened the same day they came.
No, the next day they came on a Monday. It's on the for that we used to not went to the city room back. A few minutes later, they came out. I said, where are you guys going? So they want to go to the street, that they need to have some prayer on the street. That we hold the voice down. Later, she now said the elder brother called her that why would she not stay in the house and want to friends house to stay? That so she doesn't want them to feel bad, she wants to go back home. I said, I'm not convinced. That is not enough. I saw about the food I prepared. I said, I cooked enough rice.
Throw your hand.
I cooked enough rice, so I put in the tuber, so we'll manage it in the back. He said, okay. And I said, why not sleep? Tomorrow you leave. It's late. He said, no, that it's no longer comfortable to sleep. I said, okay, no problem. I saw her off to the bus stop. So from there, I now rushed to my office to pick my office. Coming back home, I saw a message and a call. So I called her back.
What is the content of the message?
You know, check the phone, in the phone there. So I've not read the message. I called, like I called Kelly immediately. I came and I picked it. It was like I should have sent me a message before. I said I've not even checked it. So she now said this is what our son said, that our son told her that I take off his boxers, I make him to lie down on my bed and I lay on him. Then after then I opened my leg and I asked him to suck my pussy. That is ice
Be
cream.
mindful of your statements.
I'm sorry. That is ice cream. That he should eat it. That I love him so much. That was what I son told her. I said, wait, me? He says, at first that I was just think, where's of the children? I didn't really pick it at that moment. So we just talk about it like 10, 15 minutes. So the call now went off. So I was now calling she didn't pick. Then about 30 minutes or 45 minutes later, she now called back that she was approaching the house, the road is rough. So that was why she was trying to get home before she would call me back. Which she now called me back. We spoke almost an hour. She now started with my house help, who has left me and left last year. She said when my house help was in my house, the reason why my house help could not stay back in my house, I was molesting my house help. That my house said that I was anxious to be touching my body, to be romancing my body. I said, which one? He said there is this woman, one deeper life pastor, that both of them they call her aside, they try to talk to her. The reason why she doesn't want to go back to my house, the reason why she doesn't want to stay in my house, they convince her that she doesn't even want to talk at first. They have to force her to talk. And I say because I was asking her to be touching my body. And I said, combo, is it massaging there's this massage oil I have for bum bum? I said, is it massaging oil for bum bum, or which what are you guys talking about?
So you asking your house help to be massaging your bumbo?
Yes,
Why?
it's a massage oil.
And your house help should be massaging your
Yes,
bumbo?
to my leg. It's a job I do. I have a spa. I
And
do
did you
massage.
train the house
Yes,
help to be
yes, we do
massaging?
go to the office together too.
No, these are two different things. You employed her
As my house help.
as her house help,
Yes, and
and
she
you are
goes
not
to
asking
school.
her to be massaging your
She
bumbo.
goes to school. When she closes from school, she comes to the office. So I teach her one or two things in my office. I do teach her the job.
You don't have staff that does that in your office.
I have staff.
So why didn't you ask them that are the professional massagers to massage you
I do
other
office
than your
when-
house help?
I do office when I still come back home to do the house work. So that was why I told Dora. I said, is that what she's referring that I'm asking her to touch over, which is one in a while So I said I don't get where my house help is coming from. In fact, the lady that gave me of this whole thing, I said no, I want to go and meet her. I said no, if I go and meet her, that
Who disgrace you, the lady
she
or
is telling me that the lady that gave me that house help will disgrace me already. The lady will campaign the matter. I said I ready to face it because I know I am innocent over. She said I used to lock her inside the house. I said all the 5 years this lady stayed with me, I never locked my door. I never locked my door, so I don't know where she's getting this whole thing from. And I said, anyway, put down girl on her side. Let's sort your son's home. She now stood on her ground, now said there was a time 2020 when he said his son told my son that he can read more than my son, say I pick it upon her, which I can't even remember that scene, so I didn't really say much about that particular scene she bring up. I'm concerned about the recent one that she is accusing me of. And I said, do you believe that I will do such a thing? She said, as long as I believe my son, 2020, he believed his son.
that your son said what?
That his own son can read better than my son. I cannot really remember the story. That is the honest truth. Let me not just frame anything over it. Since 2022, 2020 we are talking about, so I cannot really remember anything about that. So she now said, if me I can believe my son, so he believe his son. I said, yeah, Miguel, this allegation is small. How can I do such a thing to my own son? He said, yes, I did it. I said, okay, if you feel I did it, call. I measured 2 of her. If you insist that I do it, call these 2 people and ask them, confirm from them if I can do it. And if they say I can do it, and you mean that you want to deal with this case, is a case that after some days you will die off. Let's not take it to this extent. That is what I told her on phone. We were on phone talking all these things. I said, but I know I did not do any of these things to your son. I don't know where it's coming from. So before you know, we now stop that talk. We now change topic of another small, the normal topic we used to talk, and we said good night. I woke up around 2:30. I checked my phone. I saw the whole message she sent to me. That if she wants to call anybody to confirm, she know who to call immediately and she will get the rightful answer. And I replied that I said, please call whoever you want to call to confirm this rubbish you are accusing me of. Why all this? Where is all this thing coming from? The reply is on my phone. That was the last communication I had with Dora for Tuesday midnight, early morning Wednesday. That is early morning Wednesday. That was the last communication I had from him. So later yesterday, and I called one of the ladies in my age group that measured for her to call. I called on phone. I said, madam, look at what God has said I did to your son. She said, what happened? Are you guys having any issues? I said, nothing. I said, I don't know what happened. This is exactly how she measured it. And in my conscience, with my life, with my God who will take my life, I did not do anything of such to him. She now said, okay. I said, okay, no problem. I went to her place. What is it? She said she's trying to talk to Dora. Dora is still picking it upon her voice that I molest her son, that I'm an evil person, I am this, I am that. I said, fine, whatever name she wants to call me, but I know I did not do this boy anything. I now told that lady, I said, any length that I want to take it, I will go with her because I did not do it. If you take me to touch iron for swearing, I will touch it. If you take me to swear with my son's life, I will do it, auntie. With my own son life, I will do it. That I didn't do anything of such to this child. So that was trying to calm me down. Me and Dora we've not spoken since after that communication. So when I finished, and I called my lawyer. I said, look at what is happening.
Are you done with it? With this? I don't want any other external conversation between you and anybody. Let's hear from her.
Yeah, my name is Atagamen Accuse. I'm the mother to the child, Miguel Atagamen. Before the election, I actually called her to tell her that, because of this election will be very tough and she needed to get her live in solo. So because it's Solo and Mushi and all of that, Igbo people are there, and because you know how rough that area is. So because of that, I'll be coming to your place. I didn't just call her on Monday. So I calculated after the voting, I didn't come to her house during the election. So I now said before they will announce the winner, let me still leave the solo because I feel it's not safe because of how the area looks. So on Monday I called her, I'll be coming. So do you still want what she said I should get for you, which is the suya? She said yes. How much? She said so. Which we got. We got to the office. Now I asked her, are you in the house or in the office? She said she's in the office. So I went to her office in her room. So we talked. In the evening we got back home. As she have explained, we all ate suya together, then we ate. Midnight everybody went to bed.
Maybe you can be audible enough so I can hear what you
Oh,
are saying.
that's my voice.
That is why you can be audible enough.
Yeah. So it will be fine, like if I start this way, maybe food. So that's my voice. So um on Tuesday morning, we all get prepared. But normally I know she leave very early, but we did go in time. We all got prepared with my son, and the sister and the baby went to the office. On Tuesday morning, we all get prepared. So I think they went to the office while the son took tea because I said I told you my son cannot take something very sweet like that. So I got food for my son along the road. So we met them in the office. And she said at home that because my son is around now, her son will not that son will not compose himself again. So for that reason, I will take care of that. I said, don't worry. So immediately I got there. I said, now go back to your work. You start reading, start doing your work. Both of them were busy. So in the towards around 3, 4, I said, let me go to Ikeja, that's the Kudu market. Let me get lemon. She now said she wants to get wheat and rice. And I said, okay, no problem. There's a particular rice, not the normal rice, the particular rice which she used for her spa. And I said, okay, no problem. So the sister, which is our younger sister, Faith, said, okay, wait for me, we'll go together. I wanted to go, so we'll go together. So, and I said, and I called my son, come, let's go. She now said, and why? Why do I want to go with him? That her son is here, she's here. Why would I want to go with him? That they should go on together. I said, okay, no problem. But as she rightly said, I rejected. She saw the countenance in my face that I didn't want to drop my son with her.
What was your reason?
My reason is because I will still explain that reason. My reason,
Yeah.
which we made for years ago. We met years ago.
Mhm.
And even before she had her baby, our son and me having my own son, we've been friends. So I know the other part of it, which I'm not going to pronounce it because you said we should not use that kind of word, as in you touch me, I touch you, kind of life, which I know she's into it, and I don't want to put myself into it as well. You understand? So I was I'm always very, very careful. Since I gave birth to my son, only 2 times I've left my son with her. The first day I left him, I told you his condition. As of then, he can only say one word, not really now that he's talking. So he took a CD of a laptop and scratched it on the floor. Before I came back, Grace beat my son ruthlessly. When I came back, the boy was, that kind of cry. He has cried and cried. This is your son. I have never pushed his head one day. I respect your absent and your present. Why will you do that to my son? Why didn't you let me come? And you know his condition, and you beat him like that. Immediately I came in when she told me, I didn't say what. I took my son home. When we gone home, he was still pointing to that direction. So let's forget about that. But because of the other part of it, that was why I didn't want to drop my son. Now I left to Ikodo market with the younger sister. So the younger sister was going home. I got to Ikodo market. I got what I wanted to buy. I think a particular thing. And though both I couldn't even buy it for her, but they were not having what she sent me. So on my way home, my brother called me. So we started discussing. We started talking, and what we were talking, and then I wasn't pleased with it. My mind wasn't just okay. So I just sat in one place after receiving that from my having mood swing. For the meantime, because of the election, about what what I just said to you. I just want to be in her place. I don't want to come inside with a mood swing. You understand? I don't want to start asking me questions. Immediately I came in, so I met my son wearing his boxer. No, he has worn his boxer. Now the reason why, if you want to tell my son to take off his boxer and his knicker,
Can you look at me?
well, if you want to tell him to take off his boxer and his knicker, tell him to wear it back. You will see how wrong he will wear it. You understand now? So it was so perfect and all that. And I saw Grace tying wrapper, because she wore trousers that day. Grace was tying wrapper, and he said he just bathed my son now, and her own son is taking his shower. You know, she said something that when he was bathing, he asked my son, "Why didn't you bathe yourself?" And my son said, "Soap. There are things you cannot ask." I know his capacity of reasoning and talking. You understand? I've told you who it is. Now, when I came in, let me start with that. When I came in, which the boxer was already on him, he was trying to wear the knicker itself. And he said, Mommy Anointed love me so much. And he kissed me on my lips. He put his hand to his mouth, man, just like that. And I said, really? And he said, yes. I said, okay, wear your boxer. So I just helped him up. We stepped back. So on my own, I have read the countenance in her face and in her body language. She became panicking. I didn't want to say anything. And when she asked me, where are you going to? I said, there is a particular prayer I'm praying for my son. First and foremost, as in when she was in the room, we are not supposed to pour water on his head. I'm supposed to do it myself today. Today is the last day. And I detailed her, which is, I'm not lying about that. So
You actually told her that your
Yes, I
son
was
was
praying.
undergoing prayer
yes.
before you went
No,
out.
no. That this is when the whole thing has happened. She now said, why didn't you tell me? That if I had told her, she wouldn't have beat my son. So when I came back, I took my son out. So while we're going, I said, what were you telling me? I called my son, what were you telling me? You said what?
Folashade, how are you doing? Welcome. Go ahead.
So I asked my son, what were you telling me? What happened when I was away? What happened? And he said, when they came inside, Mommy Anointed said he should go to the no, when he came inside, Mommy Anointed said he should remove the clothes. Mind you, if he wants to say something he say it to himself. He does not say it directly the way we're saying it. He said, Mommy Anointed said you should remove your clothes. Remove your clothes and lie down on the bed. And lie down on the bed, and I thought the people. It was my first time in my life I'm hearing my son say pussy, which he said on that day before yesterday evening. And he said you should lick the pussy like ice cream. And he said through it. And I said I didn't get it. He said after saying this saying, I said spell it. And he said THROUGHT through it. And I also picked something from there. And I said,
PH1?
he said through it.
Okay.
That as in lick it through it. You understand? He said lick it through it. And I didn't get
Was
that.
there ice cream there?
No. He said that was what.
She told him.
Yes, I don't buy ice cream. He doesn't lick ice cream. So that's what he told him. Then after that, and I said, what happened? He said, and lie down on you. Remember I said you, me is always mixing together with him. So
Is he going to school?
yeah, he attends school. He just is recovering from autism. If you go on YouTube, you see his testimony. He suffered autism, epilepsy. He suffered asthma. He suffered seizure.
Before now.
He's
healed now.
Amen.
Amen.
You understand? So there are some things when he tells me,
No, you don't need to cry. He's already healed.
amen.
Yeah, because I interact with him.
Yeah.
He's healed and the healing is permanent.
There, amen. There are some things when he tells me, I understand what
You are
he
his
means.
mother, so you
I'm his
should know.
mother.
Yeah.
I've been on this.
It's okay,
This
please.
is I'm sorry about that. This is Grace sitting. Even if the son has something that has to do, maybe if anything happens to the son, I defend. Thank you, ma. I defend her But when Grace see her friend, the girl, we start telling them, we get girl autism. I'm not ashamed. I didn't give
No,
birth
it's a
to him.
normal thing to so many children.
Yeah, I didn't give birth to him as an autistic. It's unfortunate.
Oh, it's okay.
You understand? And I'm fine.
It's okay, but he's
I'm
speaking.
happy today he's talking.
He's speaking already.
Yeah, by
And
May he will be
interaction.
7. We interacted with 2 well.
Yeah.
By May he will be 7. I know what I went through. So I wouldn't want it to look as if, just because of me that kept quiet since that day before yesterday. You were the one who picked up your phone to call Mommy Ejiro. I didn't do that.
Sorry about that.
I didn't call Mommy Ejiro. I kept mute. I have not tasted anything. The food she gave to me and packed it with my son is in the kitchen. I couldn't eat anything since day before it's day 9 till this moment. I've been drinking water. Why? Because I actually collate everything together and understand what my son is saying. For Grace to come forward to office, I'm sorry, you actually said I should raise my voice a little bit. For Grace to come here to report, I call it self-defense mechanism. That is what she used. And I feel maybe she feels she's richer than me now. She has money more than me. Maybe she can defend, she can do anything and all of that. But I will be fine. I'm a poor citizen of Nigeria, but my voice will be heard through God, not through man. This is what happened. So when I came back, after asking my son, after he confided in me on some things, I said, let's go. As soon as we get home, I said, Grace, I'm going. I said, what? You see her, moving after me and all. I said, I couldn't just look straight to her face. I couldn't tell her anything. I'm also, my temper cannot be controlled sometimes because if I'm angry, I have to that's the only way I have to walk away. Then I pick up my things and I left. Going, I cried. And I asked my son again inside bus, as soon as we enter bus going to Mako, I asked him again, what did you say? He repeated it. He repeated the same thing. So when we spoke, and so from there I sent her a message. Just like I know she was not online, I sent her offline message.
Lie down.
So
Want to lie down? Huh? Okay, still. All right.
as soon as I got home, she was calling me. I couldn't pick the call back because you jump from one person to another. So as soon as I got home, I put the call across to her on WhatsApp. We got talking. And I said to her, I've known you for years. If I've not known her, it's over 10 years. So this thing my son is telling me, after which we have talked and talked, there's a word which he used that, do you believe your son? I said yes. Remember in 2020, this is how your son also told you, and you called me, you scolded me as if I'm your maid. And I took it because you're older than me and you be madam. So I just kept quiet. Why? Because I was
The
correcting.
son told you that.
The son told her that I said my son reads better than him. My son reads better than him. You understand? That my son is better than him. And he called me with anger. Even telling me words that I cannot use on my son right now. He's healed. He's healed. You understand? Words, I'm not saying the name the devil wanted to attach. He's healed. So words, I kept quiet. I know how to keep mute when it comes to situation. So that, if I overreacted, definitely I'll be held responsible. If since on Tuesday that this whole thing happened, I'm very, very close to Mommy Ejiro. I didn't call her. Mommy, I didn't call her. But you were the one that said I should call them, or I should just call them to tell them. Like, where is this whole thing coming from? Now, when after we finished talking, in the middle of our discussion, she said that so now do I really believe my son? I said yes, I did believe. I believe him. And he said, okay, that's where this whole thing, even if it happened now, it should be me saying at the video of Empress in Ghana, where they say the boyfriend sent her her video that go in circulation. That after how many days, how many this thing, it will come and it will go. So that thing hit my head very fast. As in, I was like, are you trying to tell me that so you can do anything and go scot free with it? You understand? So that was how I picked my pieces together. I said, well, this one, the one major is coming in this late. She just called and go straight to the point. And I didn't want to tell her anything. So if Grace could tell you, okay, no problem. No problem. I will also tell you, I will tell you this is what happened. So, and I explain to one major. One major say, well, because we've come a long way, that I should please keep this whole thing and step on it. Just let it die down. And I said, I'm not happy with it. For that, if mommy Grace needs to apologize to me in secrecy, I know her better than every other person. I have as a young girl, both of us we never born, you understand? We sleep together. I know you. It's not what to say in front of camera. So keep all these things. The girl that left your place, which she talked about, and I know what she confided. I could not even tell the madam. Reason is because the madam could, you understand? They are very, as in the madam is not too, sorry, the madam is not too far from where she lives. And she was not happy saying it. All of these things, I come to your house. We talk on phone. Have I ever for one day open anything? Where you work before? Where you work before in off what do you call it? What do you call this bridge? Okpebi Link Bridge. Do you know what those people are talking about? There was even a day she said, all this in friend, I think saying go do more rituals, this, that. I don't care about it. But all I know, whatever you have done with my son, there is something that is happening around the whole world, especially in Nigeria today. I don't have two, I don't have five. This is the only child I have. And if you want to, for now, thank you, man. So if you want to use him for something else, you should go for not with my son. If I don't have money, my tongue, I will use it to pray to God. That is the only weapon that I have, which you know. If my son is talking today, is this my two news that brought him and God answered the prayer? Not she telling, is she coming to report, this is what I'm supposed to do. That's why I said she's using defense mechanism on me. You understand? And if you feel say you get money, you will feel fighting. You are fighting with the spirit, which is my son and God, not me. Not me. Not me. You know I know you. Madam, you calm down. You know everything. I know. Forget all these things.
Okay. Are you suspecting because of the lifestyle you guys lived before you settled that you are
I never lived
suspecting
that
there's
kind of life,
possibility that she can't?
I never lived that kind of life.
She
I
must
do
have touched
men.
your child before you came back.
Yes. No. If he can't, I wasn't suspecting that. If he can't, the moment my son wanted to wear the maker, and he said, "Mommy Anointed loves me so much," and he kissed me on my lips, mwah, just like this,
On his lip.
on his lips, and he just used his hand like this. Mwah. You understand? Whatever you have done to my son 2 years ago, now that he can talk and explain things and put things together and comprehend, he will tell you so person like this. He report me to his auntie in school. The things that I did to him at home, he go to school and report me. And whatever they do to him in school, he come to also report to me. Fine. At 6 years old, it's not now that he's supposed to be making kind of report, but because he cannot really express a whole lot of things and yes, so you can't. I don't see it like she's taking advantage of my son. You understand? Because he's voiceless. I'm his voice. He cannot speak. I will speak for him.
Sorry. Okay. I will still want you to ask this child here.
Okay.
Yeah. The conversation both of you had before or that day that resulted to this. I would want you to ask this child again. Let me hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And first and foremost, before I start, he does not respond to questions immediately, which you have done.
Yes.
Yes. So let me ask him. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you go different? So I can send you. Let him sit where he is. Now, Miki, what happened between you and look at my eyes? Are you seeing me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you look at me?
Yeah.
Don't worry, she's going to give you to play with it, okay? Can you look at my eyes?
Yeah.
So what happened between you and mommy anointed that day when you got home? What happened?
Into memory.
Lie down with you.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Into
say what else?
an L. One you can make baby and make like eye cream.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, sir?
Repeat it again.
You said what?
Into making baby like ice cream. Like ice cream.
You should lick the pee and the pussy like ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else again?
And lie on me. And
Uh.
lie down on me. And I would lie down on my bed.
You say you should lie down on me and lie down on my bed.
Because when I asked him, that is why I said you should ask
Okay.
him.
Mm.
When I was asking him, I got to understand the opposite response. Because he was telling me that she lied on him.
Mm.
Then I felt is contrary to what she said, that your son lied on her.
Mm.
So I asked again. I was putting down the answer here. I was putting down the answers on the sheet.
The
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So, Grace, what exactly transpired? Why is the boy saying you he lie on you or you lie on him? And what is the involvement of the ice cream?
I don't know where it's
Have you ever bought ice cream for him? Eh?
I don't know where it's from.
Has he ever licked ice cream in that house? So what is the ice cream about?
I don't know. And the mother said something. So when she comes out,
Can you speak up?
the mother said something. So when she came out from the market, she saw me tying wrapper.
No,
Yes.
no, no. I said Tyra.
Which is
Yes,
like,
I didn't say.
which is like, I was still on my trouser and the t-shirt, moving around. In fact, I sat down at the sitting room. Then I was eating something when she came in. So the same thing I was eating, I followed her to the room when she was explaining the rice and meat she couldn't buy. That was when she was trying to clean the son's head. I sat down beside, I think, a singlet. I think I put on a white long sleeve. There's a black inner with a jeans. I didn't take it, there's only the white shirt I took off. The singlet is still there and my jean is there. Till she even went out with the song that they're going to pray on the street. My jean was still there. I took that jean.
What kind of apartment are you living
Three
in?
bedroom.
Who are in that house?
It's only me, him, and my son. Then when he finished taking his bath, then I tied my towel on him. Coming outside, I heard the bell ring. My younger brother.
Who baits him? You bait him or does he normally bait himself?
I bait him. The reason why I bait
No,
him, the reason why I bait him, he was just there, doesn't know what to do. Okay, bait now, soap. Even any weakness. I don't need long issues. That's why if my son could have been interviewed, I could have been happy. But since they say it's out of him, no problem. He sat down on the bed.
I thought how old is your
He'll
son?
be 8 this month. But he has
He's
gone
still a
home.
child now.
He has
8 years
gone
child.
home. He
is still
sat
a
down
baby.
on the bed when I finished with him and I said, go to your mommy's room and dress up. That was when my younger brother came in. I was still busy with kitchen. The stew was so blocked. I was looking at how to dissolve the stew because I don't have microwave. Dirty plate in the kitchen, trying to fix all those things. I was like tired, sweat. I think we were going to stay down in the sitting room. That was when she came in. I was wearing a black singlet and my jean. She didn't see me with wrapper. She said, as she wanted to go, I was moving around. I stood because I came out from the kitchen. I was like, you want to go? Why? Why suddenly? Why do you want to go? What is the reason? Please tell me. I'm not convinced with the excuse you are giving that I want to go. Please now, okay, the food I prepare, who will not eat it? You can't just go, okay, hold on, tomorrow you go. She said, no, that she's going. I was confused. I said, well, I can't force her. I went to the kitchen, I packed the food to go. She said it's too much. I said, the rice is much. Who will eat it? We arranged the bag and we put it inside. My security man helped her to carry she have two bag, smaller bag, so like an handbag. Then the Ghana must go and the bag was sack. So and I said, okay, give your son on the handbag, which is a little bit bigger. He said he cannot carry. I said, no, wear it for him, let it face the front. So and I helped her to carry the small backo sack. My security man now carry the Ghana must go. So as we are coming outside, and I said, okay, since the security man has carried anything, you don't have anything, you carry your backo sack back. we all walk. And we are still talking, those way we talk as sister and friend. Till to the bus stop. I said, okay, let me go and collect my office key. She crossed. I was always saying, okay, let me, okay, no, that one I said, she go and drop her. So I don't really know where this ice cream, where this Miguel story is coming from.
Please control your hand. Don't hit my table.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know where this Miguel story is actually coming from. I don't know where the story of she saying when we are living together, I was having this way of touching. I don't know where it's coming from. All this old thing, I don't know where the old thing is coming from. That's why I said no. I
You
will
mean
go to the end of this.
You've
thing.
never been a lesbian.
Amy, Amy lesbian.
How did you explain that? Children.
Yeah. I think then you see in the same compound where she lives. So
Sorry?
I met her. You know, she owned a spa. I
No.
met her through someone referred me to her that was spa some years ago.
Can you speak up?
I say I met her. You know, she have a spa. She
Yeah.
have a spa, so she does.
Why? Step back.
Right.
Okay. So,
On the lights. And you can stroll with him out. You want to go out? You want to sit here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have to go out.
Okay.
well, there's nobody to stay with.
No, you can stay with him. Take him. You are going with him. Yeah.
Let him stay with his sister. Not the question.
Hmm?
It will go with me to get me
Are
back.
you okay with whatever you want to take from me?
Yeah, yeah.
Back to talk like
Now, when you talk about how do I know she's a lesbian?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have passed night in her house severally before she had her child and my auntie. So I know how much I make advances. So I don't know so
She made advances.
hand trust, not jeans.
One moment.
And when I came back, you were tying your big wrapper. And you beat my son, you don't allow my son to sleep on your bed. And you ask him to take off his clothes, to lie down on the bed, saying all the things that he's saying right
She
now.
don't allow your son to sit on her
On
bed.
on her bed.
How? That day or before?
No,
then?
no, before then, you know how children play. Like her bed
Not
is
even
always
on bed, I don't allow the
Don't
son to
interrupt
have
her.
my
Don't interrupt her.
her bed is always properly laid. You understand? And I'm this kind of person. I know how to give caution. Even on her bed, her room, I don't sit on it except if she asks me. I will just sit on the floor. You know why? I know her temperament, or I understand that she might say, you know, one thing, and I try to avoid the unavoidable as well. I don't want anything. What? Second time both of us have been together. But after giving birth, I see that she wasn't doing that kind of a thing to me again. And I'll repeat that. Those advances. Do you understand? So which I don't know. I don't know if you're still doing it or you're not still doing it. Now you're lying right here now that you didn't tie wrapper. It's a pity. But it's fine.
Please,
It's fine.
can I say something?
Go ahead.
When Dora,
Please, this month I need to chop popcorn and
Dora
and-
made a comment to me.
Sorry?
I don't think Dora have ever slept in my house before she had a baby.
Hmm?
She has not slept in my house before she had a baby.
Mm.
You know how we got to know Dora. Sorry if I displace in a rude way.
Please speak up because you are speaking to yourself. I only hear you talk
Okay,
more.
sorry if I display in a rude way. It should be in 8.5 years now that I've known Dora. Yes. So Dora comes like a customer. Then I was pregnant for my son. I think I was pregnant. So she now called me, please, I wanted to get pregnant all this while. Now what can she take?
Mm-hmm.
I said, there's one drug called Fatigue. It's very good. She said, oh, really? Where can she get it? I said, Next Pharmacy. She said, can I take her there? That was after some time, some period of time that we've known ourselves that we are attending to her, doing her facials and massage, doing her exfoliation, you know. So I took her to Next Pharmacy. She bought the drugs.
Then I'll
Months
send the
later,
money.
months later, and she found out that she's pregnant. I said, congratulations.
Give me phone
thank
now.
God. Congratulations, thank God. That was that once now we communicate on the phone. Until one fateful day, she came with a very big tummy. You don't black. We say yes, so that she wants to travel out to go and have a baby. The makeup look and said, okay. That's what I want. We she buy to bring up and
Give us a better statement. Just go straight to the point and give a point, a reasonable point. Because what you are talking, I don't think I will need to waste my MB
Okay,
for how she
so
was pregnant or how she was born.
after then, 2 months, she said she's traveling out to go and have her baby. She came back after with a 2-month-old baby. You don't born? How far? Congratulations, no. You didn't travel out again. She now said she traveled at the airport over there. The person was supposed to pick her from the airport did not pick his phone, or they couldn't reach it. They deport him that next available flight back to Nigeria. I say, that is painful. Fine, congratulations. Welcome, welcome. So later she now say, that she's going to my house. I say, no problem. Only for us to get downstairs, I saw 2 empty box. And what happened says a long story. We got to my house. Then I was sitting in the room and parlor. My son was just a year plus. Then the baby was just 2 months, going to 3 months. She stayed in my house 4 to 5 months that period. We were living together before she got an accommodation and she left. That was the first time the daughter started sleeping in my house. When I'm not sleeping now. We have never been close like this until when that pregnant issue came in.
Meaning she has slept in your house now. I
That
don't
was when
understand
she
your
had
kind
that
of
baby.
story.
Because now she said after she had her baby, I stopped touching her. So probably maybe I've changed. And I said, and I reminded that you have not slept in my house before you got pregnant. We are just
Dora, where did
clients.
you sleep in her? Which of her
We are
apartment
just
did you sleep?
clients.
The same compound where she's living.
Hmm.
She live in a very tight room.
Can't hear you.
She live in a very tight, self-contained. Understand? So after I packed out in Oba, I was having issue of accommodation. But how it has to stay right there in Solomon Hall because I never wanted to live around Oba, Ikeja, and Arctic. So I said, okay, I will stay in your place, but I have cash on me. I was looking for shop at the second looking for house, which she knows. Excuse me. I found the shop at the
No, I asked you a question. The
Yeah.
house you slept before you had the baby, how was her
It's still the same apartment. It's still the same apartment as in a room and parlor self-contained.
You called that Francis?
It's the same
I don't know where
apartment.
he's going with that man.
It's the same apartment. It's the same apartment.
You know, I've told you guys before we went online. If you misinform this office without any reasonable evidence, jokingly, you might think you're joking, you'll still be arrested from this office. So if both of you want to lay any allegation or try to say anything about each other, one, be reasonable and be truthful. Because you can be sued for for your statements that you cannot defend. Where is it going with the man? Where is the man? Where is it going with the man? Transfer to what? One moment. They did not send money to me now. So where are you going with the man?
No, I won't go back to the book.
But it's you and the man that was going now.
It's awesome. They not say one use 2,000 naira. I need to buy food and take it inside. Because
Which way?
inside the book. Say one bring 2,000 and make buy food.
Let him give you the money now. So where is he following you to? I don't want any. Eh?
No cash there. No go transfer. So I don't for this station. So maybe I can't rubber fill up. Whether I need to follow up with the man.
Hmm?
Whether I need to follow the man.
I think it's better.
Or follow the man.
I don't understand that. Go ahead. So be mindful of what you say because what I'm getting here is like both of you have what is in your mind and you are trying to victimize each other. You can't be talking lesbian, this one, that. I'm not really getting the right thing. Okay, why were you, what is the reason? Why were you calling lawyer here and there?
She's not a lawyer.
Because
She's a lawyer. She's
hold
my
on,
friend.
yeah, when she told you that the son said you molested him, did you call her back again to have a meeting with her, or have you asked your son? There was nothing like that, and not that. Was there anything?
I asked my son. I said, "Who took
Your
off?
own son?
Who took off? Yes. Who took off Miguel's cloth when she wanted to go and take it? I said himself." I said, "Okay." I said when he was in the bathroom, who took off his clothes? All this time doesn't even know what is happening. He said himself. I said, "Okay." I said,
Was your son together with this boy? What is it called, in the bedroom?
"Yes." No, it's not in the bedroom. In my room is ensuite. So if you
Uh-huh.
sit on my bed, the bathroom door is open. Everything in my room. My room is not. It's maybe it's a little bit bigger than this place, so you see everything that is happening. If you sit on my bed, you will see my bathroom. The door will be open, you see everything. My son sat down on the bed after I've beaten him. So he knows how my son behave when I beat him. You see him sleep until I come and beg him or chair him or fair we share up. So he was just moody, sitting down there, looking, watching us. So it was there I tied my towel on Miguel. I said, go to your room and look for something to wear. And I went back to the kitchen. I ordered my son, I said, yo, yeah, go and take your bath. So when I was even bathing him, my son, if I'm washing his hair with soap, he will always fight. Say, want to put soap in his eye, yo, I cannot see you. So I was bathing him Miguel. I said, should you see Miguel now? I was bathing him now. He was not shouting with his soon. Everybody will be hearing that you are shouting and putting soap in your eye and putting soap in your ear. She will say, I was even using it to make jest of him. Miguel now said, anointed, he's very stubborn. I said, yes, he's stubborn. Not laugh it off. Miguel went to the room. At that time, my younger brother is back. Then I went back to the kitchen cooking. Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah. Dora will make the comments that at the time he slept in my house, that he had issue with Ogba. He was looking for shop. That shop that I was looking for was when he has already had this the son. When the son was 2 months old, I was spotting my place. He was now looking for shop at Ikodo market. That was when he now got the shop. Every morning he goes to with the baby, he goes to the shop. Before in the evening we come back all of I had an house at that time, baby day. Not even an house like my friend and sister, she lives with us. So Dora had never slept in my house before she got pregnant. She was a big girl that time now. She was a big girl. I no fit near am. So she had not slept in my house until when the son was 2 months old. When she had issue where she was living, she came to my office and we went home together. That was the first time Dora started sleeping. As soon as I will be living peacefully until on Monday night. That is 7 years ago, because this child will be 7 years in 2 months, in 2 months' time. Since then, we'll be living peacefully. Fine, he made a comment of his son scratch my seed on the floor. I beat him. I've not beat my own child. It's not just Miguel is a child that if you tap him small, you feel as you think he has beaten hell out of his body. That is who Miguel is. Me, I don't pretend. If a child do something that is not good, I will tap him. I cannot beat a Miguel to the extent that the way she described it. I can never do that. I will never. I protect people's child under my care than my own when they are under my own care than my own in the house. Sometimes inside. So I don't know where she get where Miguel get the whole story. I don't know where she get the story of me being lesbian. I don't know. It's this whole thing. If it's going to her, I will be happy because I own a spa. I bathe and massage to male and female. At least they were able to testify. Any one of them will testify if my customer will say no when she was doing me like this. I noticed her bringing her hand to so
Can I speak?
Because it's becoming more or less like both of you case, not this
Well,
child case.
I will see. Let me be focused on the principal thing that brought him here and steal my son. I've questioned him. I've asked him the time down number. He's sitting there. I will still ask him at least. The question that you have asked him before? You said it's not your understanding that he give like opposite of what.
Yeah, because what I was trying to ask him, that I first asked you, who is Mommy Miguel?
Yes.
You said you were the one. Because you were saying, Mommy Miguel loved me so much. He loved me. It touched me. So I was thinking he was referring to her. And that was why I called both of you, who is Mommy Miguel? And you said you were the one. Then on the second note, he was saying um, she lied on him. So I was still trying to get the to reconcile the two statements, lying on her, lying on him. What is he trying to get? Until you said his statements are always opposite. Then that is why I asked you. Ask him because come what may, even if you are a specialist, you as a mother that live with the child should be able to explain better about your child outside specialists interviewing the child, because it's not every child of its kind that speak opposite. Some will find it difficult to talk. Some, if not that it's 7 years or because of the challenges that he experienced in the past, some of them can write.
They cannot.
They cannot talk. But if you ask them, put respond back in writing. They can as well respond back in writing. Can he respond in writing?
He can write.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Ma, please, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Please, I want that house help named Joy to be present some other day. There's any opportunity for us to talk. Let that girl come and testify how I molest her.
Uh-uh.
Please,
If that
ma'am.
girl come here with
Please,
what
ma'am.
this woman said, listen to me. With what this woman said and you testify to, if that girl comes here
Yes, ma'am.
and said you employed her as a domestic worker and you compelled her to be massaging your bum, I will personally arrest you. Do you understand? Because people have area of jurisdiction. You have your spa center where you employ people, and those are specialists. And there, if your worker who is a specialist massager, you ask this person, please, can you massage me, please? It's not even mandatory because you employ them to massage clients and they are being paid. So if you ask them to massage you, good and fine. And if it's not in their job description, you can still be sued for that. But if it's within their job description, when you engage them, you give them appointment letter and it's stated there their job description, then they work within their job description. You employ someone as a domestic worker. If she find it comfortable, there is no way she would have complained outside.
I'm sorry
Asking her
about
to massage your buttocks, the girl is not your husband. She's not one of your therapists. Neither is she one of your workers where you have your spa there. So engaging her cleaning house or washing clothes or probably cook for you or take care of your child, and after that you compare her to be massaging you, that is slavery. She's not a specialist, so there's no reason you would have compared the girl to be massaging you as your domestic worker.
I'm sorry about that. But I had further things that the girl said.
Sorry.
That I heard that she said that the girl said I am asking her to touch my private parts.
Excuse me.
Oh, what are the? No, I'm not asking you, please. And some of you guys should not digress from what brought you guys here. I just want to treat the case of this child, possibly even take him for test. If he has been sexually molested, because he's a boy, he's a special child, and nobody knows the level anybody must have gone with him or whatsoever outside you. So, if what is your private part? Give me definition of your private part. What are your private parts?
They said my pussy.
Your breast is your private part. It's part of your private. Your buttock is part of your private parts, and your pussy is part of your private parts. So if you ask anybody your domestic worker, be the child, the person male or female, to touch your private part for whatever reason, is sexual abuse. Your buttock is part of your private parts. You did not apply her to come and be massaging your buttock, as you say. And you have where you does that specially. So if those that are working with you there, maybe it's either of any of them that come out to complain, she asked me to massage. Of course, you work in a spa. You are massaging people. So what is wrong if your boss asks you to massage her? But leaving who is a specialist in your spa center, then asking your domestic worker to be massaging you on your buttock, then you've already compared her to be touching your private parts. And she is not your husband, and she's not your lesbian partner, she's your domestic worker, and she's not working in your spa. So why would you compare her to do that? Is it only woman a pussy that is her private part? Your breast, if you compare someone to be pressing your breast or massaging your breast, being the person, boy or girl, your domestic worker, as far as not a specialist in your special place, then it's something else. Yeah, you said you wanted to say something. What?
You know, you have just said, you said something previously that you are not really, as if what brought us here, we have not been able to really get the
Because you guys are digressing.
Yes.
We are talking about her herself. If you are accusing her based on what the house help said, it's different. If you're accusing her based on what your son told you, that is a different thing. Because when you leave what your son said and you are saying the house help said it, which she confirmed, yes, my house, many people does things ignorantly. If she's not ignorant of what she cannot even say categorically, I want the house help to come here to come and say I was abusing her. And that's what I've explained to her. So which I believe next she will not try that. Asking, we had treated case where a woman also compare herself also to be having access to her private by leaking her whatsoever. Is a child of 11 years. It's a girl of 11 years. And she was pregnant. They will send her to prison. So many things happened, and she denied openly, and she confessed secretly, unknowingly to her that even while she confessed, it was on record. So many things happened between boss, house boy, house girl, and all that. And we can only take it up for those that speak out. If you don't speak out, we can't do otherwise. We cannot come to you and investigate matter that you did not tender, or call the police for an arrest, or ask, maybe get whatsoever involved when we don't have a proof to that allegation.
So,
I will appreciate if your son, if you can ask and they can put it in
they
writing.
can put it
Yeah,
in. Okay. Can I come?
they are bringing you. Please, okay, let that boy come, that plumpy boy. That boy. Sorry, me or him or her? Yeah.
Please, does she have evidence of me being a lesbian?
Eh?
If she have any evidence of me being a lesbian,
You say?
if my sister, my friend,
I said I don't want you people to digress from that.
because I'm just confused.
When
Where is she
you
getting all
hold
these
on,
things from?
okay. Do you know that your girl that left can call you a lesbian? Do you know that if that girl comes out to say you are a lesbian, it's already confirmed for you to have asked her to be massaging your buttock as your domestic worker? Do you know that alone can show that you're a lesbian? The girl shouldn't even come out at all. However, if you go sort it out with the girl should not even come out at all. that you compare her to be massaging your buttock. You were naked and she was massaging your buttock.
They always wear jeans too. I wasn't careful. And even sometimes I even used to wear to cover one part. When you finish,
But she was touching your buttock now. You said,
yeah.
yeah.
I even do the same thing on phone. I say, could you be when I answer to massage my buttock? That even the oil is here.
You give your herself oil to be massaging your buttock. Can't that girl say you are comparing her to become a lesbian?
Now, I want to get you a paper so you can write, right?
Please, I need plain sheets.
No, we are done. It's going to take you to the shop. Is it okay?
See, let him write it.
But please, can I take this one?
Yeah, give him that. Tell the man is one. See, hello. It's 170 I see. It's not complete.
It's not complete. That's what you
Okay.
know. No, they don't only work for one. They work for the floor. You don't start on the floor.
You started before.
I don't start on the floor.
You tell the guy that sent the 5,000 to him.
I'm
I sent it.
to him,
The
Hold
mechanic.
on, wait. I want to be checking. You can write, right? Okay. Now start from here. Is it can you write it right?
Yeah.
Now write on your face. So
Yeah.
is it fine?
Yeah.
Now. Now you can ask. You can ask him.
No,
Okay.
mm.
Maybe. You written your name.
You
right?
speak out. Speak out. Let them hear the question.
Miguel,
Then
you
when-
written your name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened when you came back? Your mommy and me said that what happened when you came back?
It's a liquid that I feel.
Okay, write it down.
No, when I was writing, he asked me, this chat is funny. He asked me, what is the name of this film? Ice cream. I wrote ice cream. I wrote cream. He said, no, ice cream. There is no ice. I said, okay, write the ice. But children can be very funny.
Okay. So have you written it?
Speak out.
So after that, what happened? What
I
happened?
don't know that food.
You should lie down on the bed.
Yeah.
You write it down. He said you should lie down on the bed for me. Can I explain that for you now?
Yeah.
He said you should lie down on the bed. That he said you should lie down on the bed for me. He's telling
Him to
addressing
lie
him to
down.
lie down on the bed
For her.
for her. Are you done with that? So after that, what happened again?
Like I
He looked the he what?
the liquid cookie like I feel.
He
You know
licked
the pussy like ice cream.
Write
Write
it.
it.
Okay.
So after that, what else again? And listen, after that, what happened again?
If you make more than notice people,
You hear that?
No.
What do you say?
you make more than notice people.
It will leak mommy anointed people. Write it.
Is you do what? Hold on.
Yeah? You said what?
Prove it.
Yeah?
Prove it.
Write it down. And that was what I was trying to spell for you that he said.
What did he say?
Whatever he said, you can spell it. Let him spell it. Write it down.
Okay.
Why this camera is going off?
Done with that.
Yeah.
So what else again? Take a deep breath. Do this way. Breathe down. Okay, so what else again? What happened again?
Legal big
Needed do what? Can you hear me?
You say what?
legal big
Hmm?
Say it again.
legal big
Nigga,
Eh?
nigga what?
legal big
Miguel.
Let's not say it. Say it again.
legal big mommy anointed this people.
Miguel leak mommy anointed people. Write it down.
Who is Miguel?
He is that's how he refers to. That's how he talks. That,
Okay.
like I.
I.
Yes.
Leak
He will call
mommy and
himself name before he say the sentence.
That's that word.
Yes. He said that's the exact one.
why is this thing showing like this?
Is there anything you want to write again?
No.
What is that all that happened?
Yeah.
Which other thing happened again?
And then happy ever after.
You hear me take that.
What did he say?
That you know my story ends. You live happily ever after. That's the end. That's it.
And it happened to me. And it, yeah.
You don't need to write the end of the story.
I don't know why.
Just give it to me. What do you want to write? Right?
You have to bear with us. The the webcam camera is giving us headache, so I'm trying to.
And then your phone.
doctor, you have to keep quiet. Is it okay?
Um, I've off it, I've removed it. I don't know. I've been off it and I take it on again. I don't know why. Connected cyber traffic. Uh, please, viewers, will be back in a moment. Just give us like a 5 minutes break. We'll be back. Thank you.